There's a solution. There's a weapon that I'm going to introduce you to right now. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because I want you to spend time on it yourself this week, if you so choose. And for me, for this person who struggles with dark thoughts, this has been probably the most effective weapon for me. I can't even put mind meditation and prayer in my morning time and my Bible stuff. That's so imperative and it's so much part of my bloodstream that I guess those things are super important too, but it's just so much part of my routine. But what's not part of my routine and that what I resist like the plague is gratitude. There's so much science behind gratitude. A lot of that is baked into the book. So I'm going to introduce you to a gratitude practice called the 3 photo blessings practice. So, like I say, this is something that I printed myself. It's front and back. And so this is available for you right now. It's a 2-page PDF. So you can print one side and maybe make it on some thick paper. I like this cream color stock. It matches my brand and stuff. It's called the 3 photo blessings practice. And it's something that I ripped off from this guy, Martin Seligman, and his research. This practice rewires your brain for greater joy by reflecting on why good things happen. Research shows that combining visual and written reflection strengthens memory and deepens gratitude, helping you fully absorb God's blessing every day. And if you're feeling resistance to doing a gratitude practice, so do I. In fact, I'm getting ready to expose and show you how resistant I've been on this and why I so desperately need you too. I need you to hold my feet to the fire. And that's why I'm announcing this today, because I'm going to start doing it today. And I'm going to show up when we show up Saturday morning. You'll see this thing filled out. But essentially, all it is, okay, so what you're looking at right here is this sort of corresponds across the page. The two different things here. So on the left-hand side, as you write down your blessings, right before bed, review your 3 photos. So you're going out during the day and snapping a few photos of things you're grateful for. If you forget, no big deal. While you're in bed, you can take a photograph of I've done it. It's in my book. I took a photograph of this right here. Hey, you want to come over here? Come here. This is like my Charlie Brown. It's so thrashed over the phone. Come here, buddy. I took a photograph of this. It's in the book. I'm grateful for this. And why do I have this? Oh, I've taken care of it, whatever. Hey, buddy. Speaking of Brad, come here. So for any of you who saw this thumbnail on this video, this is the same dog. Oh, last weekend he got a haircut, man. Look at how beautiful he is. Look at the shape. Frankie's a golden doodle. He's mostly poodle, though, so he's got the poodle shape. Just look at the shape. Go out and take. So I'm going to take a photo of Frankie. But you know what? I'm going to actually take a photo of right now in this 3 photo blessings. Like when Frankie looks really into my eyes, to see that sparkle in his eye. Okay, there's a lame photograph, but look at that sparkle in the eye. I'm going to follow the light and I'm going to find the sparkle in Frankie's eyes. So you write down the blessing. So I would take that photo tonight. That'll be one of the photos I take. Obviously, you're not after an award-winning photo. Nobody else needs to see these photos. I would rather they not, okay? So you take a photo of something you're grateful for. And again, if you wait till the night, it's fine. You can take a photo of your hand while you're in bed. But right before bedtime, and again, if you go to joevanwhite.com and sign up to download this, I'm also right there. Click on it and you'll download the PDF to this entire 3 photo blessings practice. It's practice 6 in the book. And you'll get the science behind this. But okay, Joe, write a gratitude list. Yeah, got it. Oh, combine it with photographs. Yeah, been there, done that. I know what you're talking about. No, actually, this is the key step that evidently they found in all of this research, and that is reflect on why they happened. Hi, Frank. So she got the house. I got the dog in the truck. That's a reason why Frankie was right here. Why does Frankie look at me like he does? Because he loves me so much. Can you imagine this dude? This dog's gotten a lot of affection over the last 5 years, man. I just love on Frankie so much. In fact, the haircut that he got, it parted while I'm just marveling at the shape of his body. You can't see when doodles are all fluffed out with long hair, but it's because I took him to the groomer. And I wish I could do it myself. It's so hard, but I got that done. Why did I get that done? Because I care for him, and I had the money to do that because I worked so hard and I prioritized that. So that's an example of you're right. Okay, in fact, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you some of them. Here's some examples of 3 photo blessings, things that I've done. I moved here with just my truck and a trailer, and that is a campground not far from here that I was parking at. This trailer, I had it parked down there in this BLM land, and I guess I took that self-timer kind of selfie thing, and there I was. Look at me, I still have my wedding ring on my finger. I couldn't even take the ring off. I could not even take my ring off yet. And by God, I took that photo and I slugged it through. Right there, that dude right there was in the middle of the lockdown, man. This was in Colorado, was locked down hard. It was in the middle of all of that. There was a small group of people camping down at this camp, kids running around, no masks. And that's where I was then. What an easy photo to think of my blessings. Here's Caleb. This is a trip that I took down to San Antonio. This is me getting ready to board a plane. What a blessing, right? And why is that happening? So I've got to write down my blessing, but then I'm asking the why. Why did that blessing help? And that happened because I went on this trip to San Antonio. What I had to go through that particular trip, it was nuts to get down to San Antonio. And that joy that you see there, that's because that's the relationship I have with that kid. I have nurtured that relationship. We have been, I am his dad, true and true, of course, but he's also my friend. He's father, son, but we're best friends, man. I love that kid. He's a tough 6'4" kid. We could each like hug each other till we snap each other's spines. We could hug each other so hard. This is a couple years ago. This is the back road to Crested Butte, one of the most famous aspen gawking roads out there. And I just looked at that, and one of the things, I'm grateful for the color. It brings so much joy to my heart. But what's also neat about this is some areas have red in Colorado and some don't. In this particular drive, you see the red aspen up in there. I just love that. This is just down the road, but I captured that photograph. And why? So there's the why. I'm inspired. That's so beautiful. This is not AI, by the way. Yes. Again, this is near Crested Butte, Colorado. But so there's the photo. I am so grateful, Lord. You blessed me so much with this scene. God, I can remember back. Let's say it was that same day. God, I can remember back the tingles that I felt when I saw that, Lord, in the billions and billions of aspen leaves shimmering. What a blessing. And then over to the right side, now reflect on why that happened. Why did this happen right here? And you can get ethereal with it. You could go, because God created the earth and everything in it, and look at God's beauty. And again, mindful photography is just about going out and recognizing and capturing and sharing God's beauty. But this right here, I took this road trip. I got out of here, and there's so much beautiful to see around here, but I took this road trip. Frankie and I loaded up and we went on this road trip. And as I was passing by here, I saw some people over there. What are they doing? There's some cars parked and guys with their fancy cameras and stuff. I pulled over. I didn't walk past the shot. I pulled over and took the shot. So that's the why. So the connection between, this isn't a pretty picture. I wouldn't share this in my wrinkly freaking eyes. and my nose sticking out. Yuck, who wants to see? Right. But what it means to me is that this particular photo, it was really hard to take, but what I was after there is to capture my eyes. None of my book, and I'm so blessed to have my sight. Those eyes that need some real prescription, some pretty thick glasses, but dear God, I can see. Thank you so much for my eyesight, Lord. I'm such a visual person. And so this happened right here because I went out, and during that walk, I was pulling things in and noticing the beauty in the snow and being present with Frankie. And I was taking a photo, and then it dawned on me, actually, I'm going to take a photo of my eyes because this photo that I just took wouldn't even be possible without my eye. What can I say? So, yes, the book means so much to me. I'm so grateful for it, God. But then I capture it and burn it into my consciousness, an image of that book. Whoa, I did that. Thank you, dear God. Now, why does that book exist? The grace of God, God saving me from suicidal depression, and that I worked my ass off to write that book. Oh, so much work, hundreds and hundreds of hours. I spent a lot of money on that, like resources that I didn't have, man. And I kept on investing and doubling down and taking that risk and leaning on God's words. Be strong and creative and courageous. Be strong and courageous. Hey, you guys, cigar smokers? I want you to go to Fink Cigar Company, Fink, Fink Cigar Company in San Antonio, Texas, and order your cigars from Fink Cigar Company. What this meant to me right here, Billy, if you're watching, I want you to know what a blessing you've been in my life. You changed my life. Cigar Company in San Antonio, been around since 1893. Billy, his father, his grandfather, his great grandfather, and now the kids have taken over. And so for 30 years, I did a print catalog for Fink. But coming, maybe it's 25-year mark or whatever. Anyway, say 5 years ago, they started to taper off their print catalog, expensive and improving their website and all of that. And so that business tapered off, something that I depended upon. And talk about another one of the things that went so wrong after I moved here. Just the challenges. Jesus said, in this world there will be trouble, but take heart, I've overcome the world. But this is one of the things. The trouble came. I lost this account. Didn't really lose the account, but this business trimmed off, and another account that I had trimmed off. It was the same thing. It was technology. It wasn't me. But this right here, what I took a photo of, is this was a catalog that I did. This might have been a year or year and a half ago. That, oh my God, I got the email from them and saying, hey, we know we haven't done one in a while, but it's been like a year, but we need to update some pricing. And so we're going to do another one. It's just a price update, but whatever. So I got this project. Oh my gosh. And there were several $1,000s in this project that I needed so desperately, man. So I took a photo of the catalog that I was working on. And that night, my 3 photo blessings, it was boom, the catalog, and then boom, why? And it was because of so many years of discipline and hard work, me becoming a graphic designer. That's not the career path I thought I was going in. And by the grace of God, I fell into it. Oh, I guess this particular day right here, if any of you don't know Connor Woodman, what a precious soul he is, British guy. And that video right there, oh my gosh, that video pierced my heart, man. Talk about the perfect title. It says everything. You could just read the title and get the whole video. But that made such an impression on me this day. So why the photo happened? Because I noticed that it gripped my heart and it blessed me. What can I say? I just we go up in the forest together, and I take photos of him just about every time. And Frankie did that, not me. And I'm just in awe of the glory of God. Look at his fur. Look how beautiful. But also, it happened because I've learned photography. Like I put that on the 5X lens, the 120 millimeter lens, and got him positioned just right. I found that rise up into the forest, this little road that we're going down, and put him at the top of that rise. Frankie's well trained, so I can get him to sit and stay. That's part of the reason why it happened. And I used my that 5X 120 millimeter lens, and so I got him just right. And then ran way back so I could take a shot from far away and compress the scene. I know how to do that because I've trained and trained, and I've trained so much on my smartphone to put it on portrait mode. And here we go. And that's why this image came into existence. I had something to do with that. I set that in motion. I took responsibility. I showed up. I showed up to let God's gifts. This isn't me. My gifting in photography and creative stuff, it's God. It humbles me so much. It really does make me want to cry because I think about it, because I'd be so lost if God hadn't given me these gifts. And again, this weird amnesia that I have about this book, and like, where did this come from? And I know it was completely and totally God. This is what I'm showing you right here, by the way. So this is an example of my 3 blessings folder. So as you're taking these shots through the day, you're going to then tuck them into a folder and let that be your 3 blessings folder. I'm going to tell you, this is so hard to do. I'm embarrassed to say that these 2 entries were months ago. So I need the discipline and I need the accountability, because we need this right now. We desperately need our gratitude back right now, because all the cares of the world right now, I don't see any of that right now. I see a flowing creek. I see a dog. I don't see the cares of the world right now. And that's what we can do when we focus on what's in front of us. So I'm going to challenge you this week. Go to joevanwyk.com, download the whole practice. I want you to have that. And if you sign up for that, then you'll get an email from me Friday morning. And that email is going to have a download for the practice that we're going to be doing next week. So this week, I've jumped back into the book, into the 6th practice of the book, because I knew that we needed this today. We needed to focus on this. And I know the power of gratitude, and especially this form of gratitude. It's very transformative. And every time you do something like this, in one of these mindful practices, please try this. Remember the hand on the heart, 3 belly breaths. Pat your heart like a mama's patting a baby's back. You're self-nurturing. You're self-nurturing. We've got to do that, guys. I did not learn how to do that. To self-nurture, self-quiet. We're doing that. While we're doing that, we're getting present. We're getting present.